Hey my little Peach-a-Broodies, and welcome back to another episode of my Sims, no, that's a different game. My story series, which is my slightly more scripted, but more telling you guys some stories that I wanted to kind of dedicate a little bit more time to some more serious kind of issues, I guess. Some stuff from my heart, some stuff from your guys' hearts, hopefully, as well. But also just kind of using Sims as a little bit of a storytelling mechanic. So we did Key Night in the last episode. Today, we are going to be doing ourselves a little bit of Kai. That sounded really wrong. But I'm especially excited about our little bra for today's episode because, I don't know, I've got a soft spot for Kai. I'm a little bit nervous about doing his story justice, but I'm gonna give it my absolute best shot. As you guys saw from the intro, I'm just gonna get Makoa up because he's gotta head into work. I'll get him to make some breakfast for the gang along. But as you guys saw from the intro, Kai has a pretty fun and amazing chill life. We also saw that a little bit in Key Night's episode as well. He lives on the island, and island living in general, it's chill. It's relaxed, you know? Life is a little bit slower, but we kind of like that. Bruh, chill, relax in the sea. Think about it, give it some time. Don't let the stress get to you. We can all do with a little bit of ᚓᚐᚌᚂᚐ style thinking, I think at the moment especially. And Kai in particular really takes this kind of mentality to heart. He's a young adult, he does the odd job every now and again, but you know, his parents are both, his parents are not doing what I'm telling them. That's what his parents are doing. They both work in conservation. Sage in particular, his mom, pretty high up in conservation on the island, which is why my ᚓᚐᚌᚂᚐ, oh, apart from the ugly ass dead palm tree, but it's why my ᚓᚐᚌᚂᚐ looks amazing. They've done so much work bringing back the beautiful kind of fauna and animals of the island back to life again and making it a really beautiful place. They earn good money, they have a pretty amazing pad, and there's less stress on Kai to really, you know, go out there and make cash. He has a little bit more of a relaxed life, surfing, hanging out with his friends. And as you guys can probably tell as well, he enjoys a good party. He definitely enjoys a good old party. Parties on the evening are pretty common in his lifestyle. His parents are pretty relaxed with that as well. But as you also may have seen in the intro with Makoa being like, Kai, let's go out and do a bit of swimming, you know, let's do a little bit of exercise. What do you ever think about what you'd want to do with your life? You know, something in your future. I'm not saying you have to rush into work, but maybe consider it, have a think about actually doing something other than relaxing on lilos all day long, even if they do look like cool whales. So he's definitely getting a little bit of a push from his dad. His dad as well, kind of like you saw him swimming like really like controlled, amazing swimming compared to Kai's kind of more, I'll just throw my chest into the water over and over again and hopefully I move forward. He's definitely like, look, he's even woken up playful. He likes to make his friends laugh. He's very just a happy, chill, relaxed little bra. And I kind of love that for him, but he's a young adult. He needs to kind of find his focus in life. His dad also is very much pushing him and his friends as well, as he saw at the party, like, oh, go talk to the girl, go talk to her. Everyone trying to push him with this Arihi girl who he's kind of grown up as friends with. They all seem to think that he likes her, so they're definitely trying to, you know, make a little bit of romance happening. His friends are all meeting people. They're all getting a little bit of romance in their lives. But as for Kai, I don't know. He's kind of still a little bit more like a big kid. Doesn't really seem to be, he just doesn't seem to prioritize what his friends are prioritizing. But not only that, oh, you're heading into work as well? Yeah, it's literally just Kai on his own all day. His mum and dad already made him breakfast and a coffee. Like, he's very well cared for, we'll put it that way. But as we kind of saw at the party as well, like, I've got something party with a T, Claire. Even though he has this very fun-loving, he wants to be the joker of the pack kind of exterior, he's clearly feeling very, very uncomfortable with this pressure that his friends and his dad are putting on him, both for moving on in life, but also when it comes to talking to Arihi in particular, to the point where it kind of ended up ruining his night, ended up drinking a bit too much, going to sleep, and just kind of wanting to forget about the whole thing. I think there's a little bit of a fun, exciting exterior bra shell. Like, there's happy bra, but then on the inside, there's like sad bra noises, but no one else knows about them. It's kind of just his thing. Sometimes if a person doesn't seem to be kind of moving on and making positive steps in their life, sometimes it genuinely is because something else is going on. You know, it's not just that, oh, they're being lazy. Sometimes there's a little bit more going on, and you'd have to talk to that person to find out what. But he's given the house a little tidy because, as you guys know in the last episode, I know I called them the baby cousins. I actually think they're older than Kenai and Kai. But Kai was saying to Kenai, we want to bring the baby cousins out, let them experience island life, have a little bit of fun, you know, let them enjoy a little bit of this party atmosphere as well. He then definitely thought that Kenai would probably, as the more grown up of the two bras, he would definitely be the one that would look after him. However, Kenai left, which has left Kai on his own to try and look after 3 of his cousins on the island when, let's face it, he's barely looking after himself. So I'm gonna go ahead and invite round the Babalaroo cousins to stay here for a couple of days. That is, of course, Alonso, it's Zoe Rose, and it's Alice as well. So, okay, these guys are all turning up now. Zoe looking very... I feel like we need to get you an island outfit, guys, because you're all looking very distinctly non-islandy right now. Okay, actually, Alonso looking stressed, but he's gone ahead and got an island outfit. Yours is kind of islandy as well. I just think maybe Zoe needs a little bit of an island update, you know? Where's she at? Oh, wow, straight in for the coffee there. Oh, I'll show you everything. I changed out Zoe Rose into some more beachy clothes, but while Kai has himself a little relaxed, like, why am I babysitting on my own? Let's show you the rest of the gang, because they're going to be in the next episodes as well. So we've got Alice here, who is pretty handy. She's pretty good with her hands. She's kind of like, you'll see it more in her story, but she's kind of like mechanic-y kind of vibes. We've got Zoe Rose, who lives with her 2 dads in my In the Suburbs house from my In the Suburbs series, if you guys haven't checked that out already. And then we've got Alonso. Alonso looking really, really shiny. I don't know why he's looking so shiny, but they're enjoying the vibes, having a little chit chat and a joke. So he's saying we could all go for a little swim later on, kind of saying to Alonso, I know you didn't want to take your top off if you thought Kenai was here, but he's not here, so you're fine. Alice been like, wait, what you mean? I don't think he really wants to take his top off on the beach anyway, but especially not if there was a Kenai there. You've seen Kenai's bod, you've seen his abs. It is enough to make people kind of be like, oh, I don't know if I want to take my top off around him, although I don't think Kai cares particularly much. But for Alonso, definitely a little bit of an issue. He didn't really want to get into swimsuit mode if Kenai was here because it'd make him feel a little bit uncomfortable. I think the little gang are like, oh, come on. We're at the beach. We need to go for a swim. Kai, come show us. Aren't you meant to be like a surfer? come take us for a little bit of a swim. I actually think there might be is there somewhere to snorkel around this house? It's kind of a little bit sort of nerve-wracking because sharkos could come. But he promised them a little bit of a swim, so why don't we all go, no skinny dipping. Come and bring the gang out for a wee swim. Ooh, Makoa home. Makoa and Sage home. I guess they'll go and get some din-dins organized for the guests. In fact, you know what? They're on the island. We should do them a little bit of a feast, right? So while Kai takes everybody else to go and see if there's any fish to check out while we go snorkeling, Alonso is like, I'll just wait here. I'm not really interested. You guys go swim. I'll just wait at the house and like chat with your mom. Hey, don't laugh at that, okay? Sage is very interested to talk to you. Come and have a chit chat. But the girlie's having a chit chat, being like, oh my gosh, is it true? You have amazing parties here all the time and you invite island boys to the parties. Because if so, we want to hear more about these island boys. Like, a bit more island boy info would be pretty amazing. Ooh, did I just hear a ding dong? I thought a ship was literally about to come in and just be like, oh my gosh, Kai just got a message from Ari. My neighbor swears the food at the Humor and Hijink Festival is to die for. Do you want to come and see if he's right or not? We're gonna have a festival on the island, so I don't want to go to Humor and Hijink's festival, but why don't you come over to us now? I've got my cousins here. We'll invite everybody else and just kind of have a little hangout. And Arihi's like, oh, that's cool. I have some extra people I want to invite as well. So let's like make a proper night of it. Let's show your cousins just how amazing the island life is. They look super excited to me. I feel like they've both also got kind of stressful lives back home. Let's just enjoy some of those island vibes, relaxing us right out with Kai's help. But I also really don't want you guys to get eaten by a shark, especially we've got a party tonight. So why don't you guys go ahead and head back, please? Look after the little younglings, Kai, okay? They are not as comfortable in the water as you. Ladies, please come back. Shark-infested waters, please return. Alice, where are you going? Oh my gosh, seriously, Alice, where are you going? Where are you going? What is happening? Oh my gosh, what is happening to her? Caught in the current. Oh my gosh. Imagine I've just been filming this and she actually got like taken by a freaking shark or something. There's a dolphin there again. I've never seen shark attacks in this game. However, I've also never seen current. She got carried off in the current there. Hi, your irresponsibility nearly got your cousin carried off into the distance. Oh my gosh, look, Kai's actually got totally freaked out by Alice nearly getting swept away there. He's got thalassophobia. The water looks unfathomably deep. When have you ever been scared of the water before? Something about that definitely freaked him out. It feels like a while since I've had loads of Sims chit-chatting around a table together. Alice asking Makoa if he wants anything done around the house. Makoa kind of being like, what? She's like, trust me, I'm really handy. I can repair anything you need. You guys also bought my plane tickets, so I kind of feel like I owe you guys. Alonso and Zoe Rose come from pretty wealthy families, so they paid for their own tickets, but Makoa and Sage buying Alice's to kind of help her come over here. Makoa literally learning that Alice is handy as well. He's like, well, I suppose if you want to upgrade anything, like feel more than free. Look at Kai as well, just kind of like, okay, it's family time, gonna end soon, meant to be starting a party, but you know when you've like promised your parents a meal, so you just sat there like, yeah, oh wow, that's such an exciting story about grandma, thanks so much for sharing. Why don't we go and try the beautiful kava that I've cooked. It's an island drink. If you guys want to get the island vibes, you know you need yourselves a little bit of kava. I don't know. So these guys trying a little bit of the kava. Sage being like, don't worry, Miss Kiola, I'll tidy up for you. And she's like, honestly, Alice, you don't need to do all this. And she's like, nope, you pay for my ticket. It's only right that I make it up to you by just helping out around the house, fixing stuff over the next couple of days, okay? Oh, look at this. Zoe's feeling all focused from conservation knowledge. I think from just chatting with these guys, she's like, conservation. Interesting. I'll definitely learn all I can about this. What policies do you have enacted on the island? I'm just really interested in like policies, politics, anything like that. I want to know everything I can about conservation while I'm here. Kai being like, okay, this conversation has reached the absolute high point of dryness. Do not want to hear about conservation. I'm hearing about conservation every day since I was able to talk and able to hear. All I've heard about is conservation in this house. So I'm gonna go ahead and start our little party, okay? Mom, Dad, go watch Neighbours. Okay, so he's called his bras. He sent out a WhatsApp to the bra group so that all the bras can start showing up. Gonna be like Brahmageddon in here. Alice doing a bit of washing up, bless her, and she's like, I feel like these faucets could do with being slightly sturdier. And oh my gosh, instantly one of the guys comes over to introduce himself to Zoe. Zoe got it going on. And as much as Makoa loves getting involved in the parties, being to Kai's mates like, why don't you hook him up with that girl tonight? Just get him talking. I would just love him to bring home a girl. I'm just really excited about the opportunity. Sage is just like, I'm not interested in young adult parties anymore. I'm past that. I'm going to bed. Makoa, you come to bed too, okay? This is not for us. And everyone just kind of vibing here. Kai being like, how did fish boy and girl find out about this? Alice is like, what do you mean fish boy and fish girl? And he's like, they just kind of smell like fish. I don't know why it is, but I always just get this really weird fishy smell support from them. Yeah, I'm noticing a little Arihi sort of just vibing there on her own. Gonna get Kai to actually, you know, his bros have been like, dude, just go for it. Just go talk to her, okay? Just go talk to her. And although, you know, he hates this, he actually hates this. He's like, I don't know how many more times I can avoid this girl, like avoid having a proper conversation with Arihi. Because, you know, especially since they've been friends since kids, she's like, what is wrong? Why do you keep like avoiding me? I don't understand. And he's like, well, you've seen my friends. There's all this pressure on them from, they want me to ask you out, and I don't know. I feel embarrassed about the whole thing. Look at his friend literally walking by, listening in, eavesdropping. Are you for real? And she's like, oh, is that all it is? Kai, seriously. Kai, I've known you since we were kids. And because I've known you since I was kids, I know you're not gonna talk, you don't like me that way. Like, that's fine. I'd rather just be friends. And Kai looking so much happier. Like, it's like a big weight off his shoulders that he doesn't have the stupid thing that his friends keep pushing on him all the time. But she's like, look, I know you've got like some of your cousins with you on the island. I actually have a family member with me, but I can't really find much for him to do. I know you're already babysitting 3 people, but do you mind if I add somebody else to the mix? Trust me, he's fun. He's from Salvadorada, one of them. I don't know how to say it, but like, you're gonna get on with him, okay? Just babysit him as well. He's actually the same age as you, but babysit him anyway, okay? Okay, so Kai adding a little bit more fuel to the fire. Arihi's called out her cousin, so Kai can go ahead and meet him. These two having a little heart-to-heart on the swings. Adorable. Zoe actually being the life for this party, can I just say. So Arihi has introduced Kai to Mateo, who is from Salvadora. Kai kind of ended up shaking hands with this guy. Kai's been like, I've never shook hands with anyone in my life. This feels so intimate. Our hands have been touching for so long. But typically, they've kind of met when, you know, the party's almost over. My parties never last long enough. The sun always rises too soon. But Mateo being kind of like, oh, I really want to get a tattoo while I'm here. I've heard that they use like the prick technique on this island. I think it would be so cool. So if you want to come with me like later today after we've had some sleep, that would be really cool. 7 a.m. in the morning. How? This is how we'll manage the bed situation. You've got work in 2 hours as well. You guys can totally use my mom's bed. My mom and dad have got to go to work. And you know, someone in this house actually has to do some work, you know? Everyone heading off into bed. Kai actually going to sleep pretty quickly and actually not falling over a keg at this party, which is pretty huge for him. That's definitely different to how he normally acts at parties, maybe having a weight off his shoulders, maybe having a little bit of distraction, but either way, sensible bra came out tonight. And we love to see it. Okay, the gang have finally got themselves out of bed. I gave them new looks for their little day trip today. I got Kai to cook breakfast thinking it would look terrible, but you know what? When he puts his mind to it, he's actually so good. Well done, little Kai. Call your little friendos to the meal. We're gonna head in to town today. Have you just upgraded the coffee machine? Oh my gosh, she just added infuser to the coffee machine. Amazing. Kai's like, oh, I've just got to help like a friend out with the thing. Not only he kind of feels like I don't know, embarrassed talking about stuff, but he doesn't really want to say anymore. But these guys are like, yep, that's cool. Get to see a little bit more of the island. Sounds like a good plan to us. And we're heading over to Ohanali Beach. Pronunciation goals. So we're here to try and do a tattoo on Mateo today, because on the island they do the prick technique, so he's pretty excited about that. These guys soak up some rays. Please put your sun cream on, okay? Apply sun protection, definitely. Makes me so nervous seeing them without sun cream on. Like literally, slather that stuff on, girls. It's so good for you. She just yeeted it behind there. I saw that. They're like, Alonso, are you not boiling hot in those clothes? And he's like, I'm in the shade, it's fine, shut up. But here is our little pop-up tattoo stand on the beach. And here is our tattooist, complete with tattoos. So let's head on over here. I feel like Mateo is like, okay, I have to ask, what is the deal with the skirts? I know she wears skirts quite a lot. Don't really get that where I'm from. And he's like, oh, it's a ᚓᚐᚌᚂᚐ thing. My dad's like really into tradition. Like he would freaking love it if I was getting a tattoo today. So I just do it because I know how much it means to him. And he's like, no, don't get me wrong. It looks great on you. And honestly, my mom is gonna kill me for getting this tattoo. You have no idea how lucky you are to have a dad that's down with tattoos. My mom says I'm gonna look like a total thug, but I'm showing him the kind of thing he's thinking, and he's like, Kai asking like, what makes you want to get a tattoo then? If you know your mom's gonna hate it. This is our tattoo artist, by the way. And he's like, my mum might hate it, but you don't do stuff just because your parents want you to do it. You do it because you want to do it. And sometimes, guess what, Kai? You gotta do stuff just for you, okay? Although, defo keep wearing skirts, even if it's just for your dad. Okay, so he's getting it done now with the frick technique, which is pretty painful. And whilst in pain, he's kind of reached out his hand for Kai to hold. Kai kind of, though, again, getting that nervousness, especially around Mateo. He's just kind of freaks out a little bit and just sort of pretends that he can't see it. When he gets a blush, his freckles go, which kind of, like, it's kind of cute. But I love his freckles. But yeah, when he gets embarrassed, he blushes so hard. He looks freckleless. And that is how my boy is feeling right now. Meanwhile, can I just say, look at the tans on these two, especially Zoe. What? She is so freaking tanned. Like, stand-up girls. Like, seriously, look how brown you guys are. Look how brown you guys are. That is actually amazing. Well done. Not so brown over here, though. Okay, he's got his final tattoo. Don't you like his little... Hey, still feeling a little bit embarrassed about the whole hand-holding thing, but he's like, what do you think of my tattoo? Oh, look, one of his friendos is there. He's like, bruh, looks so good, dude. That is exactly how I imagine him say. Oh, he just totally checked out. I won't say it, but you guys saw what I mean, he's literally drawing attention to himself, let's face it. I think it's cute. You're getting so many like pickup line, ask if single. He's like, I totally would have got a bigger one, but I want to join the police force, so I don't want to like draw too much attention. Also noticing he's standing very far apart from him now. You're literally yelling at him from that distance. He's like, wow, joining the police. He's like, yeah, my mom hates that as well. My mom literally hates that I want to join the police, but you've got to have a goal. You've got to have a focus in life. I've been doing so much volunteering and I'm going to try and enter the force next month. He's like, by the way, since you came and helped me with my tattoo today, I should like say thank you. I want to take you out to dinner tonight. Let me know what you think. And this is Kai, so obviously he's blushed his freckles away instantly, feeling kind of embarrassed about the whole thing. He's like, look, this dude wanted a tattoo and just went and got it. Maybe I should just be a little bit braver and do stuff because I want to do it. So, oh my gosh, he literally looks so embarrassed. This is so freaking cute. But he's gonna do it. He's gonna go for a meal this evening. My tanned ladies, we all need to head back, okay? Listen to risque question. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You guys just flirting all on your own over here? You're getting ahead of the curve, okay? We've not got to this point yet. You knew what was gonna happen, like literally, they're not even flirting. I keep getting these like flirtatious options. I'm just saying. For me, when Sims do that, when they flirt without me asking them to, I always feel like it just means they've got really good chemistry, which I love. But I'm gonna go ahead and send these guys home so we can get ready for our date. I feel like Kai, after seeing him get the tattoo, is kind of like, you know what? I'm not doing it just because it would make my dad happy. But after seeing Mats, I'm kind of like, I kind of want a tattoo now. Oh, and obviously they're cooking for everyone again, because that's just how they roll. Kai has gone to have a little swing with his dad, who, as you can see, is covered in tattoos. Actually, even has facial tattoos. But it's kind of like, as I said, it's a part of their culture. I obviously cares a great deal about the culture because, like, he dresses more traditionally because he knows it makes his dad happy. And he clearly has a lot of time for his dad. But I think he's also kind of scared of disappointing his dad in a big way. His dad, who obviously is a hard worker, is kind of already not massively impressed with Kai's work ethic. But I think finding out about the whole police thing has kind of got him thinking, maybe there is like a calling that is like makes a big difference to people. It's something that I could really want to do. I'll have a chat with my dad about things. He's like, oh, by the way, what? I know you invited Arihi around to the party yesterday. Are you guys, did you go talk to her? What's going on? Kai kind of lying here because he's embarrassed, being like, yeah, actually, I'm going on a date with her tonight. So awesome. Gamakoa being like, that's freaking awesome, dude. He's like, yeah, bruh, totally going on a date with the girl tonight, yay. And also kind of telling himself, like, it's nothing to be scared about. It's like, don't worry, it's not a date. It's not, I don't know why I said date to my dad. Like, I'm just going for a thank you meal for the whole not holding his hand. Nothing to do with holding hands, just going out, just two bras, having some kava, and having some fish. It's just a fish bra sort of evening. That's all that it is. He arrives and it's like, oh no. Oh no, it's not a fish bar evening. It's not a fish bar evening at all. So there's a lot of this kind of cute staring at each other kind of going on. I think it's a bit quiet because Kai's kind of like, this is really awkward. Kai also, have you noticed, is sat where he can see everybody else in the restaurant because he's like, this is like my neighborhood. I feel like he's feeling super paranoid that somebody might turn up. There's definitely flirty vibes here. Matt looking over at the flirty vibes. Oh my gosh, Matt ordering for them. Kai being like, bruh, there's no punch and the cocktails aren't in a coconut. Like, they're not in a coconut. What the hell, bruh? But they click pretty well, so it's not long before the conversation's flowing. They're identifying trout. It's all just going very nicely at the moment. They're just swapping jokes. I feel like maybe Mateo actually has the same kind of low-key childish sense of humor as Kai, so that's kind of cute. Kai doing some super intensive staring at him, I'm noticing. But this is a super busy restaurant. A lot of the neighborhood here. Also, your dad does think you're here with Arihi, so just bear that in mind. Oh, look at him. He's got the deep connection thing. So cute. And we've turned into a playful drunk. And now he's the one asking the question. He's the one starting the flirting. Okay, I did not see that coming. And I'm just watching to see if they kind of like flirt autonomously because I like it when Sims do that. And these guys have actually done it once to each other already. But you know how to do it to them. Makoa and Sage kind of coming for just grabbing a little drink together on their own. These guys are also thinking they're going to catch Kai on a date with Arihi. Oh, they've done another one. They keep just doing these risque questions. It's like this, oh, they actually have a little bit of romance now. So freaking cute. Makoa definitely there looking over, being like, oh, he said he was going out with Arihi tonight. He's still lying about how much he likes this girl. Like, he's too scared to go ask her out. Instead, is just going out, hanging out with these bras. Just two bras, enjoying some sea bass, you know? Kai, a little bit too caught up in the moment to kind of notice that his mom and dad is here. Oh my gosh, look how red his face has gone. Oh my gosh, Kai has it too. But with freckles! When he's happy, like blush, he keeps his freckles, but when he's nervous blush, his freckles go away. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. They're full on flirting at this point. I don't know if it's like he's feeling more relaxed around him. He kind of knows him more now. And also, you know, they've had just actually one drink. Only one drink. But it's just enough to kind of loosen him up a little bit to kind of like not be so scared, not be so afraid and actually do what he wants to do. In fact, I was saying that Kai doesn't seem as scared as normal. He's actually fearless. That's so freaking cute. And as they finally decide to leave after a very romantic evening together, they're again just a little bit too caught up in each other to realize that Makoa and Sage are still hanging out in the restaurant, literally having no idea at all. The two of them outside still kind of feeling romantic together, but I think Kai is still a little bit shy. However, Makoa and Sage have looked over. Sage not looking so, like, looking fine to be honest, but Makoa in particular, looking around, seeing who can see it as his son, because he looks furious. So Kai's still not really quite feeling like brave enough to kiss Mateo yet, but it's fine. I don't think Mateo minds so much. I think he was like, it's cool, let's swap numbers for now, and I'll text you later today. It's like literally, as with all my Sims, it's morning time by the time the date finishes. Also kind of leaving before, look at the cute little wave beforehand. He's like, oh, hi son. However, son, you totally lied to me about what is going on. I'm gonna do a hot pause here and say this does not reflect my views. I've had quite a few Sims come out, and so far, it's either been Sims that we haven't seen the early days of where we know they've had a really rough time coming out, or it's been Sims in my Sims family who have been super accepting, but that's not always the case, and that's kind of a story I wanted to tell with Kai, and I think he kind of saw this coming. Especially if your dad has more traditional values, which I think unfortunately Makoa does. It's kind of more, I think, the way he's been raised. Although Kai is giving it back as well. Oh my gosh, look at how he's looking at him. Luckily though, Sage definitely does not have those views, so she's like, go away, get some time to calm off. Go and get some time to calm off, okay? Like, you just need to blow off some steam and then come back and have this conversation. Because I think it's one thing, oh my gosh, like literally the two boys stomping their way home. So I think more than anything, Makoa was just kind of shocked, I guess, because he was expecting Kai to be on a date with the girl that he knows, well, he thought he knew that she liked, but then sees him on a date with a guy and seeing him almost kiss a guy. I don't know. He's a traditional man, and he got a bit of a shock shock. I think he probably really regrets the way he acted, with Sage telling him off as well. And just because someone's got traditional values and might not react in the right way, doesn't mean they're not capable of changing, especially if it's for someone they care about. And I do think it's important to show that some people can improve on their actions, change for the positive. So after a lot of reflection, I think Mako is realizing that he needs to stop pinning this idea of what he thinks his son should be and how he thinks his son should act, and still be really proud of the fact that Kai is a good person at heart, cares deeply for his friends and family, and that's the most important thing. So the two of them, after some pretty intense chats, I would say, do manage to work things out and move things forward as well. Let him kind of know that ultimately the most important thing for him as a father is making sure that his son is happy, and his mum feels the same way. So I think a wade in the water and a chit chat is what these guys needed after some time to cool off, to kind of rekindle their really nice father and son relationship, because they are basically best friends. Also, it's kind of the end of the holiday for our little gang-a-lang as well. They're all returning to their normal everyday lives too. I think they've really enjoyed their holiday. They're leaving with some memories, a few of them more so with memories and tons, and in Zoe Rose's case, maybe a few numbers as well. They're all heading off back. I think Kai's experiences over the last few days as well have kind of made him think about his future and his ways. I think his dad changing his views and coming to him and apologizing made him proud of his dad, so I think he wants to do some things to make his dad proud of him as well. And I don't know, the people you meet kind of rub off on you, especially if they help you let go of fear and open your heart out instead to new opportunities, and ultimately for Kai, also for love as well.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands the commitment of a romance, but somehow I need you close. I'll go wherever you go. I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me.